I'm not a big fan of spending time in the kitchen making desserts. So if I can throw everything into a blender, then I'm happy, I'm good to go. So we're gonna start off with hot coffee. Your leftover Tim's might not work, but just make sure it's hot. That's the most important thing. You use espresso, you can use coffee. I had some instant espresso there. So half a cup, hot. That's gonna go into the blender. And then right away into that, we're gonna put half a cup of dates. The reason we're putting it into the hot coffee is because it's gonna soften it up a little bit. So it'll blend it really, really nice all the way through. Dates are gonna add some really nice texture to the brownies. It's also gonna add some sweetness as well.
You can save on the added sugar by adding some dates, and you're getting some extra fiber packaged with your sugar, which is a good thing, you know, in terms of keeping our blood sugars more stable.
Mm-hmm. Next, we are going to add, so make sure I have this, our dark chocolate, half a cup, at least 70%. And then next, we're gonna add, and you can start with the coffee and the dates while you run around the kitchen grabbing the rest of your ingredients. You wanna let them sit for a bit. Mm-hmm. So I'm putting everything together now because I have this nicely laid out. You probably won't have this nicely laid out when you go home. So start with the coffee and the dates first, for sure. Cocoa powder, half a cup. This is just raw cocoa powder.
Unsweetened. So again, we're gonna be getting our sweetness from the dates, and we're gonna be adding a little bit of honey to it as well. Our secret ingredient.
We're adding grated beets. These are raw beets. Now this is gonna add a little bit of sweetness. You won't taste the beets because of the cocoa, and the coffee is just gonna overpower it. So don't worry about it, especially if you don't like beets. But it adds a nice undertone of sweetness that you might not expect. As well, the color, it's gonna give you this really nice red velvety chocolate cake look. So really, really cool ingredient to use. And that's just raw, grated right in.
And again, we're packing in some of the fiber, and by using some of these fibrous ingredients, these are actually a flourless brownie.
Yes, no flour.
So they're gonna be thick and fudgy with all of these amazing things we're adding. 2
eggs and grapeseed oil, 2 tablespoons of grapeseed oil. You know, I actually made this history even with almond butter. So you can use like a peanut butter or nut butter, which works really well. You know, if you don't have it on hand, don't worry about going to buy it. A little bit of grapeseed oil works really well. And if you like a little bit sweeter, you can add a little bit of honey or maple syrup. Those are usually our sweeteners of choice. The dates give it a little sweetness. The beets give it a little sweetness. It is a brownie. You don't want it to taste like dirt.
But that's what I'm expecting.
Yes.
No.
So I'm gonna add just a couple tablespoons of honey here for the entire batch. Most brownie recipes have like a cup of sugar in it, so it's
these are definitely a better brownie.
Yep. So that's gonna go in. I remember to plug it in this time and blend away. You just want to make sure that the dates get blended through. Make sure you take the pits out of the dates first. I think I just realized one of them was in there. It's okay. It's
extra fiber.
I made one without pits for you. So just until it's really kind of nice and smooth, put it into a baking dish. I put a little bit of parchment on the bottom because I don't want to be scraping this thing out after. So that really, really helps. And you can even grease the sides a little bit. And just pour it in. It should be about, 3/4 of an inch high. If you can get it to an inch high, that's perfect. This will rise a little bit more because we do have the egg. Don't waste this. Get the spatula, get it all out there. And then that's going to go into the oven, 350 degrees for about 20 minutes. 22 I found to be a really magic number, but everyone's oven is different. So 20 to 25 minutes is kind of a good rule of thumb. And I'll show you what they look like. Again, we have our magic oven. Take it out, let it cool completely. Then take it out of the pan and you can refrigerate it But you have this
Look
really
how fudgy and amazing these look.
delicious fudgy brownie.